Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with candidate for Governor Bryan Masche. We are in Fountain Hills, Arizona with Coach George NEMEH, host MAAP Real Talk Show. I had to put the coach in because people don't realize that I was a coach at one time.
I know, I love it.
Because the way I talk, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to, because you and I went back and forth several times. This is not our first rodeo.
No.
Sir, can you tell me something I never heard before? Like, you know, we don't want to talk like like a repeated recorder, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell me who's this people like today? If you notice, everybody's gone. There's only you and I here in the whole place. Look at this. And I want to thank you so much for giving me the time so we could speak candidly.
Well, George.
Tell me, sir.
George, as usual, I always want to just say thank you to you for giving me this opportunity to speak to your audience. So we're here tonight. We're at the Fountain Hills Republican Club picnic tonight, and there were a lot of great people here tonight, a lot of great candidates. We had other governor candidates as well. We had U.S. Senate candidates here. We had candidates for superintendent of public schools, for the mine inspectors, all of the local Arizona, the House and Senate races. So it was a wonderful crowd here tonight. We had the chance to, everybody got just a couple minutes, 2-3 minutes to get to talk to the voters, lay out some policies for them, some procedures that they would like to get done when they get into office. And then we had a nice barbecue and some good food to eat, and just the time to get to kind of know people socially. It was not an opportunity for like big, you know, long-winded speeches. It was more just a few minutes, and this is who we are. And then, you know, got to answer some questions for some people, which was wonderful. It's great. Like, I love getting to come to these meetings. I love getting to come to all the different clubs around the state, as well as the LD meetings also, and to talk to all these folks and get to know, you know, what's on their mind. And, you know, the one thing that I always ask people, you know, what's the #1 most burning issue that you feel the state is facing right now? And almost without a doubt, 9 times out of 10, it always comes back to the border. It comes back to the southern invasion of Arizona and what we have to do to secure the border. A lot of great candidates had some great ideas. I did notice that one of the other candidates for governor, and I'm just going to say this out loud because I keep it real, Matt Salmon, is now grafting and picking up on my plan for the border, and is actually starting to use some of that in his speech as well. So I thought that was rather interesting. So at least my message is getting out, you know, which is great, because it's the best and the strongest plan for the border. I had quite a few people.
But we're all on the same team.
Yeah, ultimately it's the same plan and it's the same team, and you know, whichever plan comes from whichever candidate, ultimately, if it secures the southern border and it helps to bring freedom and liberty back to the people of Arizona, that's all that really matters more than anything, regardless of who the candidate is that wins any of these races.
Did anybody shock you? Not that I don't want to interrupt you, because, you know, people are asking me, like, how does it go over there? Because they were watching you. You remember, you know, you were like on a microscope tonight, I think.
I think it was great that, you know, I had like leaders of this group, of this Fountain Hills group, and leaders of this LD actually come up to me afterwards and speak to me and take some time to get to know me. Hey, that was a great speech. You did a great job. It sounds like you have a real plan for the border. And that was awesome because, perfectly honest, folks, I'm fighting an uphill battle. You know, I've got elements within my own party that are fighting against me because I speak so much truth to what's going on. So it was great to get a lot of people just coming out that had never met me before, they had never seen me, and they said, wow, like, you sound like you have some real plans to help get the state heading back in the right direction.
And I saw this, everybody was coming on to you. Like, I don't do gotcha moments, so to tape you from distance.
Sure.
And I almost was going to do it because not only to you, also to the other candidate, because I noticed that happened to the other ones too.
Yeah.
And it's such a phenomenon to see, and I want to thank the club too, the Republican of Fountain Hills.
Oh, they were great.
Because when they do that kind of gathering and doesn't get out there, that's what you notice. I was the only one. I'm the only media.
Yeah.
And that's what I almost didn't even want to do it. I was because I'm a member too. I was like being a guest.
Right.
I turned it into press again.
Yeah.
Because I wanted this message to go out, but I didn't know if I could do it or not. I was wondering about that. We having this conversation as two human beings doing one thing for our party, for the
Sure.
GOP, to do the best way we know how,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
And I just want to tell you, being candid sometimes, it's so difficult, because I saw you trying to be kind to everyone
Yeah.
while you gathering your thoughts. How does that feel tonight? Because I thought it was a positive.
Yeah, I thought it was
thing I
great.
saw.
You know, it was, to me, I thought it was wonderful.
I hope they're not telling you off, because I saw you.
No.
They were all
no.
like, because I didn't hear the convo, but I saw them everybody coming to you.
No, people were approaching me, which was awesome to have people coming up to me. And I had several people, hey, is that, you have a petition in your hand there? Let me sign your petition, you know? And these are people that have been, you know, mainstream in the Fountain Hills Republican Club for decades, you know? And here they are approaching a complete outsider, total grassroots candidate,
Right.
with no real big donor financially, no one that's like supporting me from that perspective. And they came up and asked to sign my petition. They came up and wanted to ask me some questions. You know, they said they really liked what I had to say, that I was very passionate. So I think it's great. I think this message is getting out across Arizona. It's getting out across the valley. People are realizing that we have to do something different. We cannot send the same people back to the Capitol that we have sent for decades at a time and expect them to actually change any of the policies that they actually let happen, okay? If you're someone that's been in office for 10 or 15 years or more in the state of Arizona, you are part of the problem. You are not part of the solution. And what you need to do is, it's time to step aside and let some young lions come in, let them take over, and let them straighten out the problems and the mess that you guys have made. So people need to know that. There were a lot of great candidates here tonight, a lot of grassroots candidates that were awesome. We had the lady and her husband who started their own ambulance company, and because they didn't want to be vaccinated, and she's now decided to run for office. So she's running against, I believe, Congressman Schweikert. So it's good to see regular people that are now getting off their butts, off the couch, and you know, getting in the fight. You know, I've been fighting this for a couple of years now. Literally with everything I have. I put my life on hold, put my career on hold, put my family on hold. But I know that I have to do this because God is calling me to do it. And He's placed this burden on my heart that someone has to stand and be willing to defend freedom and defend liberty, and to put not only the Republicans in place, but to put the rhino members of the GOP in their place, to be able to put the corrupt media in their place, to be able to put, you know, the corrupt elites. This is the final thing that I'm going to leave you guys with right now, and I want you to please listen to me, understand this. Go to my website, go to my Facebook pages, sign my petition. You can donate there, because this is what's happening right now. It is no longer Republicans versus Democrats. It is no longer white versus black, rich versus poor, gay versus straight. It is none of that anymore. It is this and this alone. It is the elites versus we the people. And if we the people do not unite around real fighters that are willing to put their whole life on hold and be willing to actually risk danger, okay? Because people that are the elites that are running this scamdemic are willing to hurt people that stand against it. Those are the only people that we can send to the Capitol. We need to send warriors, 100%, people that know that they're gonna be in danger, but they will still stand for the people of Arizona regardless. Remember, it's no longer anything else other than the people versus the elites. And we the people have to come together to win this. Vote for Bryan Masche for governor of Arizona 2022. Sign my petition, make a donation. I'm the people's servant. I've been fighting for you guys for the last couple of years, and I will continue that fight at the Capitol. Thank you.
This is MAAP Real Talk Show with you. We in Fountain Hills, Arizona. George NEMEH. We don't say goodbye.
We say next time.
We say next time. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Thanks, George.
Thank you, sir.